Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This video is just going to be a single game against Resto Shaman Warrior. The reason I wanted to upload this clip was that I feel Shuriken Toss is a very situational ability, and I have used it a couple times in this clip that were actually pretty nice and pretty clutch. And normally you don't use this ability, it doesn't do very much damage, but if your energy is going to cap out anyway and you're not going to be able to get right onto the target again, you might as well do something with that energy, right? So there's a few times I'll point out during this clip where Shuriken Toss is useful, and anyway, let's get straight into that. So I go for a sap onto the Shaman, and then I'm immediately going to go on the Warrior with a cheap shot. The Shaman has Relentless, so I should have actually just cheap shotted and allowed my Mage to sheep. That would have given us a more effective crowd control onto the Shaman for this opening burst on the Warrior. Basically, we're just trying to open on the Warrior with a stun, put out some damage with a control on the Shaman, and then every time it fails, we're just going to reset, wait for diminishing returns, and then try again. This game is going to be more focused on those Shuriken Toss uses I was talking about, as opposed to going into full detail, but I'll still try and provide a little bit of detail as to what's happening. So we almost score the kill here in the second burst attempt. However, we just fall short on damage just by a little bit. After this, we're going to be forced to kite away and just go for another reset. So right here you'll notice that I go for a couple of Shuriken tosses just to build extra combo points. The reason I do this is because I have no Shadow Steps and Vanish is still on cooldown, so I couldn't Vanish Shadow Strike to instantly get back on the target. And if I didn't use any energy, I'm just going to be overcapping energy, so I might as well put that towards more combo points, which is more damage. However, this example isn't the perfect example, as I don't really use these for anything because we're just about to reset anyway. So here now I've finally gotten a chance to eat up to full health with the mage food. And after this, I'm going to go in with a cheap shot onto the Shaman, who's using Relentless so he can't trinket, and that's going to set up my mage for a full sheep. And then I'm going to open onto the Warrior with a cheap shot, and we're going to get our next big burst going here. This is, I believe there's one more attempt after this that we finally score the kill, and there's one more key use of Shuriken Toss that actually helps me stay alive in this game. So our burst was pretty successful in this Warrior. We got him pretty low. However, we're going to have to get his trinket cooldown again because that didn't kill him, and it's going to come back up before stun DR comes off here. So the Warrior actually disarms me, which is totally okay because we're still on stun DR. We can't really do anything. The Shaman's still on sheep DR, so we just have to kite away. We're just waiting for our next big go, and it's probably going to be enough to take this Warrior out. This Warrior tries to go quite offensive on me, and I'm forced to kite away. I try to kick the Shaman, but I mess up, and we're just waiting for our last attempt here. And basically, as I'm kiting away here on this Warrior, I'm not at 5 combo points, and since I'm just kiting away, I'm trying to drag the Warrior further away from the Shaman, and I decide to use Shuriken Toss to get enough points for kidney shot, so that when he charges in, I'll have a more effective kidney shot. And because he's putting out such offensive pressure, he very quickly trinkets this kidney shot, and I actually whack a Lightning Surge totem at the same time, so I don't get stuck in that stun. It was pretty nice on my part. I was very lucky to not get hit by that. And this Warrior decides to trinket. So right there we have the Warrior's trinket, and the Shaman's going to be coming off DRs. We're going to be able to get a nice big burst in this Warrior and finish off this game. So now this Shaman is going to try and keep me in combat, and right as he comes over around the corner, I get a re-stealth, and I land a quick cheap shot on him, which is going to allow my mage to get that final sheep out for free. And then I'm just going to start doing damage. My goal is to land a stun here to keep this Warrior in Frozen Orb, and my mage is going to put out a ton of burst damage, and it's going to be way too much, and that's going to finish off this game. I know this was a shorter clip, but I hope you guys found this useful, and maybe will help you incorporate Shuriken Toss into your play. Overall, definitely don't go overboard with Shuriken Toss. You can definitely play without it, but I believe it's one of those abilities that has situational uses. You know, you can keep rogues in combat so they don't re-stealth. You can hit totems with it from long range. You can kite people with it when you're just doing no damage anyway to build those combo points. It's useful in several situations, but if you're worried you're going to screw up your gameplay, I wouldn't worry about using it too much. And anyway, until next time, thanks for watching. I hope you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all again very soon.